Right now, inside your body, something subtle is happening that most people never notice. Every step you take is quietly reshaping how oxygen moves through you. Not just your breathing, not just your heart rate, but something deeper. A hidden system is learning, adapting, becoming more efficient with every walk you take. Most people think walking is just movement, simple, low effort, nothing special. But that's not what your body thinks, because what happens next changes how your cells create energy, how your muscles perform, and how your entire system stays alive and responsive. And once you understand this, you'll never see walking the same way again. Inside your body, there's a constant delivery system running 24/7. Think of it like a massive network of highways. Oxygen is the cargo. Your blood vessels are the roads, and your heart is the engine pushing everything forward. Now here's what most people don't realize. This system is not fixed. It's not locked at one level of performance. It adapts, based on how you use it. If you stay still most of the time, the system becomes slower, less efficient, roads narrow, delivery times increase, energy production becomes inconsistent. But when you start walking every day, something very different begins to happen. Your body doesn't just burn calories, it starts upgrading the entire delivery network. And this is where it gets interesting. In the first few minutes of your walk, your body is simply waking up. Your heart rate rises slightly, your breathing becomes deeper, blood starts flowing more actively through your muscles. At this stage, oxygen delivery is still basic. Your body is using what's already available. No major changes yet, just a gentle shift from rest to movement. But here's the part most people miss. Even in these early minutes, signals are being sent. Tiny chemical messengers move through your bloodstream, telling your vessels to relax and widen. This allows more blood and more oxygen to pass through. It's like opening extra lanes on a highway. Not dramatic, but important. Now watch this. As you continue walking, your body enters a different phase. This is where the system starts responding. Your heart begins to pump more efficiently, not just faster, but stronger, more coordinated. Each beat pushes oxygen-rich blood further and more smoothly. At the same time, your lungs adjust. They pull in oxygen more effectively, and your blood becomes better at picking it up and transporting it. But this is where most people stop, right when things are starting to improve. Because if you keep going, something deeper begins. Inside your muscles, tiny structures called mitochondria start working harder. These are like energy factories, and they depend heavily on oxygen to produce steady, long-lasting energy. When oxygen delivery improves, these factories become more productive. Less waste, more energy, smoother output. And this changes everything. Now your body is no longer relying on quick, unstable fuel sources. It's shifting toward a more efficient system, one that can sustain energy for longer periods without crashing. And here's where it gets even more interesting. As you make walking a daily habit, your body doesn't just respond temporarily, it adapts permanently. New blood vessels begin to form. Yes, your body literally builds new pathways to deliver oxygen more efficiently. Think of it like expanding a city's infrastructure. More roads, better connections, faster delivery times. This is not something you feel instantly, but it's happening quietly, step by step. And over time, it transforms how your entire body functions. Your heart becomes stronger, meaning it doesn't have to work as hard to move the same amount of blood. Your circulation improves, so oxygen reaches even the smallest areas more easily. And your cells? They start operating in a more stable, balanced way. This is the peak phase, where walking stops being just an activity and becomes a signal for transformation. But here's the part most people never think about. What happens after your walk ends? Your body doesn't just go back to normal. The effects continue. Your system stays slightly elevated. Blood flow remains improved. Oxygen delivery stays more efficient for a while, even at rest. And over days, weeks, months, this becomes your new baseline. Your body learns, this is how we operate now. And this is where the real change happens. Most people believe they need intense workouts to improve their health. But what they don't see is this. Consistency matters more than intensity. Because your body is not reacting to one big effort. It's adapting to repeated signals. And walking, done daily, sends one of the clearest signals your body can receive. Improve efficiency. Deliver better. Use energy smarter. You're not forcing your body, you're guiding it. And this brings us to something deeper. You're not fighting your body to become healthier. You're working with it. It wants to conserve energy, improve systems, and function smoothly. But it needs a reason. Walking gives it that reason. And research supports this idea. Studies have shown that regular walking improves cardiovascular efficiency, increases oxygen uptake, and enhances mitochondrial function over time. In simple terms, your body becomes better at using oxygen to create energy. Not just during movement, but all the time. But here's the quiet tension most people ignore. What happens if you don't walk? If you stay inactive, the opposite process begins. Blood vessels lose flexibility, circulation slows down, oxygen delivery becomes less efficient. Your energy system becomes more dependent on quick fixes, like sugar, instead of stable, oxygen-based energy production. You may not notice it immediately, but over time, your body becomes less capable of sustaining energy. Not because it's broken, but because it's adapting in the wrong direction. And this is why walking every day matters. Not because it's intense, but because it's consistent. And consistency rewires systems. Over time, your body transforms in subtle but powerful ways. Your heart becomes more efficient. Your blood vessels become more responsive. Your cells become better at producing energy. And your entire oxygen delivery system becomes smoother, faster, and more reliable. This is not a quick transformation. It's a quiet upgrade, one that happens beneath the surface, step by step, day by day. And eventually it becomes who you are, because your body isn't stuck. It's always listening, always adapting, always responding to what you do. And walking is one of the simplest signals you can send. A signal that says, improve, optimize, become more efficient. So the next time you go for a walk, remember, you're not just moving your body, you're reshaping how it delivers life to every single cell. And that process is happening right now. What surprised you most about what's happening inside your body when you walk?